Now on the Westwood One Radio Network. Lamar Jackson and the Ravens held off Joe Burrow and the Bengals 27-24. Baltimore improves to 2-0. Meanwhile, Burrow re-aggravated a calf injury late in the game as the Bengals start 0-2 for the second consecutive year. The Giants rallied from a 21-point third-quarter deficit to stun the Cards 31-28. It tied for the largest comeback in franchise history. Last time they did it, 1949. Colts rookie quarterback Anthony Richardson left the game with a concussion, but Gardner Minshew threw a touchdown in relief as the Colts beat the Texans 31-20. Travis Kelce caught a touchdown. Chris Jones recorded a sack and a half in their season debut as the Champs held off the Jags 17-9. Rams undrafted rookie wideout Puka Nacua caught 15 passes in the Rams 30-23 loss to the Niners. Nacua has a new NFL record with 25 catches in 2 games. This has been NFL Network Now on the Westwood One Radio Network.
Like any good agent, we're here for the open house, for the closing, for handing over keys. But because we're realtors, we're here for so much more. Agents who are realtors volunteer at nearly 3 times the national average. We're working to broaden access to credit, increase affordable housing supply, and ensure fair housing for all. Realtors are bound by a code of ethics. We're here for it all. Realtors are members of the National Association of Realtors. That's who we are.
I didn't ask to be thrown in the streets with nowhere to go, but I did ask for help, and Covenant House was there for me.
1 in 10 young adults will experience a form of homelessness this year. For these kids who didn't ask to be put in this unthinkable situation, Covenant House is there, providing hot meals, a safe place to sleep, medical care, and love.
They just really genuinely just wanted to help me succeed, and I'm succeeding.
To learn more, go to safeplacetosleep.org today.
It is a Monday, the 18th day of September, 2023. I'm Carroll in the newsroom. It's Gene. Good morning, Gene.
Good morning, Carroll.
I see you are wearing a sweater and a fur cap.
Yeah. Did you see the muglucks that I was wearing to keep my feet warm?
Yes.
Yeah, those are new.
Okay.
I was going to wait to debut them for the first of the year, but I got excited.
Yes, I got excited. The weather broke over the weekend, right?
That's what I hear.
Okie dokie. And, it's when I look at the forecast, and we'll tell you.
That's one of the lead stories this morning.
Yeah. The every day this week, the daytime temperatures will drop a degree or two.
Yeah, just to really get everybody excited.
Yes.
Well, they're already excited.
Well, yes, and the first day of spring, first day of autumn, not until Saturday, actually.
Yeah, so we're a little bit early,
I suppose. Anyway, so you had a good weekend?
Yeah. How about you?
Well, let's see. You didn't offer to help, but I was on the roof. Some of the high winds we had a couple of weeks ago.
Don't tell me they blew some shingles off.
No, it dropped a rather large limb that didn't completely come down, so I had to go up. Fortunately, I could go up on the roof of the garage and
go over it that way.
Yeah.
And you had to cut it up.
Yes.
Yeah.
And distributed the firewood around the neighborhood.
Yeah, well, and then probably offered it to some people that like to make toothpicks.
Yeah, exactly.
Anyway,
and anytime I do something like that, Pam stands there with 9-1 dialed into the phone.
Ready.
Yes.
Yeah. You remember Colin Barrett?
Yes.
Yeah. Caught him up on his roof one time. He was in his 90s.
Yes.
And quite a character, nice man. And had to call his grandson one time. You better come, because Colin is up on the roof.
Well, I was just on the roof of the garage, and it was one of those things, you had to be done.
Yeah, there's no other way to look at it.
Yep.
You could leave it there and maybe somebody would be a good Samaritan and move it, but probably not.
Probably not. How about some birthdays?
Birthdays, we've got some.
Singer, actor Frankie Avalon is 83. I believe he is, for the most part, doing cruise ship concerts. Actor Beth Grant is 74. Carrie Livgren of Kansas, the group Kansas, 74. Actor Anna DeVere Smith, 73. Actor Holly Robinson Peete is 59. Singer Ricky Bell Biv DeVoe, and also New Edition, 56. Actor Jada Pinkett Smith, 52. Don't say anything bad about her, I'll slap you. Actor James Marsden is 50. Actor Emily Rutherford is 49. Actor Travis Schultz, 49. Comedian Jason Sudeikis is 48. Actor Sophina Brown, 47. Actor Barrett Foa, 46. Actor, comedian Billy Eichner, 45. Actors Taylor and Brandon Porter, 30. Actor Patrick Schwarzenegger is 30. And local birthdays coming up. Get ready. Got them coming.
This is Sarah Griffin with the Imperial Valley Food Bank. Food has the power to fuel communities, especially for those struggling to find their next meal. As the main distribution center of donated food in Imperial County, we store, rescue, and purchase food in bulk to serve 25,000 people each month at over 30 locations. Join the fight against hunger and food insecurity in the Imperial Valley by donating online today at www.ivfoodbank.org.
We have happy birthday wishes for Claudia Padilla, Cristobal Valencia, Joseph Valadez, Corey Northam, Everardo Figueroa, Lydia Maccabee, Krista Mostrong, Vishwa Kapoor, Evangelina Sepulveda, Christina Wilkinson, Eliana Flores, Eva Morales, Maria Sepulveda, John Brian Clark, Maria Escalante, Caroline Gonzalez, Mary Williams, and Joyita Lomalai. Happy birthday from KXO. Okay, a short list, but lots of quality.
Quality. If you're going to get one or the other. So.
Yes. Yeah. Well, let's see. Strong National Museum Hall of Fame in Rochester, New York, has announced the candidates for induction into the National Toy Hall of Fame.
Toy as in T-O-Y?
Toy, yeah.
Yeah.
Notables among the list of 12 are Battleship, baseball cards, Nerf toys, and slime.
Slime.
Toys growing up. You know, it's amazing memories. Memories mostly of the injuries suffered after arguments playing one of those games with my older brother.
Yeah.
Yeah.
How long did the toy survive? That's what I want to know. With 4 boys in the family, they didn't survive real long. I mean, it doesn't take long when you beat each other over the head. It starts to go. We went through a whole lot of wiffle balls and wiffle bats. Wiffle bats.
Yep.
Yeah. The thing that you thought you were going to just knock it 4 blocks over, but it bounced off the bat, and that was about it. But it was safe.
Yes, pretty much. Okay, we've got some news. We're going to start off with a look at World and California news headlines brought to you this morning by your friends in the business, Lock Air Conditioning and Custom Sheet Metal. Lock, your year-round comfort specialist.
CBS News special report. 5 Americans are on their way home as part of a prisoner swap with Iran that unfroze $6 billion in Iranian assets held in South Korea. Chief Foreign Affairs Correspondent Margaret Brennan.
They are headed for Doha, and that is where they will finally be in U.S. custody. Right now, on that plane, they are accompanied by the Swiss ambassador to Tehran. That person is acting as America's eyes and ears because the United States does not have any diplomatic ties with Iran.
Jamil Jaffer at the National Security Institute.
It's critical that we've got these American hostages back. That's an important part of the story. But it's also important to note that we paid a very high price, not just in prisoners, but in cash as well.
Today, the U.S. authorized new sanctions against Iran's intelligence ministry and former President Mahmoud Ahmadinejad under the Levinson Act, named after a retired FBI agent who disappeared in Iran in 2007. CBS News Special Report. I'm Deborah Rodriguez.
Become a Lock Air Conditioning VIP customer and get special pricing on cooling and heating tune-ups all year long. Call today to become a Lock Air Conditioning VIP customer at 760-93-LOCKE. That's 760-93-LOCKE. Lock VIPs receive discounted service and maintenance, discounted repairs, and priority service with prompt service. Lock Air Conditioning is your local York dealer, but they repair it all. So when the need arises, don't hesitate to call Lock Air Conditioning at 760-93-LOCKE. That's 760-93-LOCKE. Lock, the only name in air conditioning for over 40 years. York, install with confidence. Contractor's license number 696216.
California headline news. A search goes on for suspects in the murder of LA County Sheriff's Deputy Ryan Klinkenbroomer.
Together, we can ensure that the suspect responsible for this senseless shooting is held accountable for their actions.
Sheriff Robert Luna Sunday offering a $250,000 reward for information leading to an arrest. Klinkenbroomer was on duty Saturday when he was fatally shot at a red light outside the Palmdale station. Authorities looking for a suspect vehicle described as a dark gray Toyota Corolla. House Speaker Kevin McCarthy says if GOP caucus members remove him from the speakership, President Biden gets what he wants.
If you did a motion to vacate, you would have to, a handful of Republicans, work with Adam Schiff, Eric Swalwell, Ilhan Omar, to remove the speaker. And it would be exactly what the president wants.
McCarthy on Fox News saying ousting him would shut down the House and stop the impeachment inquiry of President Biden. Gas prices continuing to soar up to $5.68 a gallon, a 25-cent increase in the past week. Jeff Scott, California News.
World in California News headlines brought to you this morning by Lock Air Conditioning and Custom Sheet Metal. For repair, for replacement, call the experts. Your friend in the business, Lock Air Conditioning and Custom Sheet Metal.
At Grainger, we're for the ones who pay attention to every little detail. The ones who fuss, tinker, and sweat the small stuff. Because you know the tiniest thing can make the biggest difference when it comes to keeping business moving. We get it. We're the same way. Offering access to product experts to help you quickly and easily find what you need. So whatever your industry, you know you're always getting professional grade products. Call, click Grainger.com, or just stop by. Grainger, for the ones who get it done.
In Big Tobacco's Fantasyland, children are the future. Here, tobacco companies are committed to higher education, offering scholarships to students who submit essays about the benefits of vaping. The tobacco industry even sponsors summer camps for kids. Don't worry, the tobacco-sponsored programs have been linked to leaving your kids more interested in smoking. In Big Tobacco's Fantasyland, the world's deadliest industry is your child's friend.
See reality at undo.org.
And it's page one of the local news. Page one is a service of Quick Lane Tire and Auto Centers, 3 locations in the Valley. At El Centro Motors at the Brawley Auto Center, Highway 86 in Julia Drive, and at the Imperial Valley Mall.
Taking a look at the latest in local news for a Monday morning. You heard Carroll mention it earlier. A weather change. It's coming. It appears that summer is leaving us in Imperial Valley. Typically, the weather in the valley begins to cool about the middle of September, and this year that change is right on schedule. The National Weather Service says a dry, tranquil weather pattern will prevail across the region through the next several days. A building high-pressure area resulted in slightly above normal temperatures through the weekend, and then cooler weather following starting Monday, today. The forecast says high will be about 97 Monday, and then dropping a degree or two every day through the week. Overnight lows will range between the mid-60s to low 70s. Winds will be from the west, 5 to 10 miles an hour. El Centro police are investigating several vehicle burglaries that were reported Saturday. Shortly after 8 a.m., a woman reported that a window was smashed in her SUV and her purse was stolen. The crime occurred at Buckley Park. Later Saturday morning, a woman reported that items were stolen from her unlocked truck. The vehicle was parked in the area of 12th and Pico. A purse was taken as well as paperwork for the truck. And then Saturday evening, it was reported that a vehicle was broken into at a Halloween store at Adams and Imperial Avenue. Items valued at more than $6,000 were reported stolen from the vehicle. KXO News Time, 7:43.
How about the next time you need service on your car? We come to you. Hi, this is Mike Allison for Real Central Motors and Quick Lane. Our mobile service vans are an extension of our dealership service lane. We will come to you for an oil change, filters, brakes, batteries, tire rotation, and so much more. Hey, while your car is just sitting there at work, we'll take care of your service needs, and it doesn't cost any extra. Schedule your appointment now at elcentralmotors.net. El Centro Motors Mobile Service Vans. What a great idea.
The El Centro City Council awards a park improvements contract. It happened earlier last week. During the City Council meeting, it was unanimously voted to approve a design-build project to three Peaks parks during the El Centro City Council meeting. The David Gomez Park in the eastern part of the city, construction on the project is expected to start in the fall of next year. The conceptual site plan includes a sports field, multiple fitness areas, multi-purpose sports courts, restrooms, amphitheater, shaded children's play areas, and parking. The park is located at South Hope Street, behind the El Centro Fire Station number 2. And there are the latest figures in for unemployment. The numbers were released by the Labor Market Information Division of the Employment Development Department. According to the numbers, August unemployment was 19.7%. That is up from the revised 18% in July and above a year ago estimate of 17%. This compares with an unadjusted unemployment rate of 5.1% for California, 3.9% across the nation for the same period. According to the latest report, there were 14,200 eligible workers unemployed out of a labor force of 71,900 in the Valley. That concludes this edition of Local News. Page 2 coming up.
Page 1 of the local news, a service of Quick Lane Tire and Auto Centers, 3 locations in the Valley. Quick Lane, they service all makes and all models, and you never need an appointment.
Get in zone, AutoZone. Welcome to AutoZone. What are you working on today? Thinking about gas mileage. You know, changing your oil with a full synthetic oil like Castrol Edge can help your engine get more miles. Right now, you can get 5 quarts with an STP extended life oil filter for only $37.99. Get started on your next job today with the parts you need when you need them at AutoZone or AutoZone.com.
Get in zone, AutoZone.
Restrictions apply.
At Grainger, we're for the ones who pay attention to every little detail. The ones who fuss, tinker, and sweat the small stuff. Because you know the tiniest thing can make the biggest difference when it comes to keeping business moving. We get it. We're the same way. Offering access to product experts to help you quickly and easily find what you need. So whatever your industry, you know you're always getting professional grade products. Call, click Grainger.com, or just stop by. Grainger, for the ones who get it done.
Page 2 of the local news, served by Menchie's Frozen Yogurt and Round Table Pizza, 508 East Annenberg Drive in El Centro.
Continuing with more local news this morning, an early morning accident resulted in injuries to 2 individuals and the arrest of a driver. The accident occurred at 12:50 a.m. at 5th and Main in downtown El Centro. 2 vehicles were involved. 2 people were injured and transported to the El Centro Regional Medical Center for treatment. The 30-year-old driver of one of the vehicles was booked at Imperial County Jail on charges of driving under the influence. Caltrans maintenance crews will be working on eastbound Interstate 8 Sunday and Monday nights. The work will intermittently close portions of the Interstate 8 between State Route 115 and Gordon Wells Road between 9 p.m. and 5 a.m. both nights. According to Caltrans, a 15-minute traffic control will be in place to install temporary concrete barriers to protect crew working on bridges. On-ramps at Brock Research Center Road and Gordon Wells Road will be closed. Traffic on Evan Hughes Highway will be detoured to Interstate 8 at State Route 98. The concrete barriers will be in place approximately 2 months. We'll be back with a look at the weather.
Imperial Valley now has a Round Table Pizza, serving superior pizza, inspired by the honor of valor and revelry of the Knights of the Round Table. The quality and authenticity have earned them the reputation of pizza royalty. Now, for a limited time, receive a personal pizza with 6 slices, cheese, and a topping of your choice, including a 20-ounce soda for only $9.95, Monday through Friday, 11 a.m. to 4 p.m. Round Table Pizza, now open, next to Menchie's Frozen Yogurt, 508 East Annenberg Drive in El Centro.
Here's Carroll Buckley with the weather update.
The National Weather Service says a quiet weather pattern will prevail for the next several days. A gradual cooling trend is expected across the region throughout the week, with breezy conditions developing by midweek. 100 degrees our high yesterday, 73 the overnight low. Sunny today with a high near 98, southeast wind about 5 miles an hour, becoming northwest this afternoon. Clear tonight with a low around 71, west wind 5 to 10 miles an hour, becoming east after midnight. Winds could gust as high as 20 miles an hour. Tomorrow, sunny with a high near 97, southeast wind 5 to 10 miles an hour, becoming northwest in the afternoon. 76 degrees, 46% relative humidity, wind out of the northwest at about 3 miles an hour. Page 2 of the local news and the weather, delivered by Round Table Pizza and Menchie's Frozen Yogurt, 508 East Annenberg Drive in El Centro.
Did you know that about 1,000 students from around the Imperial Valley are getting a jump on their college careers by attending IVC classes right now on their own high school campus? Ask us about our dual enrollment programs, available to students at most Imperial Valley high schools. Get started now at the #1 community college in the nation. Check us out. For information, go to imperial.edu and search dual enrollment. That's imperial.edu.
And it's sports time, brought to you by Pioneers Memorial Healthcare District, an affiliate of the Scripps Health Network, working together to provide you the best care. Taking a look at NFL action, it was the Eagles over the Vikings 34-28 on Thursday night. Sunday games, Falcons nipped the Packers 25-24. Bills beat up on the Raiders 38-10. Ravens topped the Bengals 27-24. Seahawks in overtime beat the Lions 37-31. Titans topped the Chargers 27-24. Buccaneers beat the Bears 27-17. Chiefs over the Jaguars 17-9. Colts clobbered the Texans 31-20. 49ers rolled the Rams 30-23. Giants beat the Cardinals 31-28. Cowboys ripped the Jets 30-10. Commanders nipped the Broncos 35-33. Dolphins dumped the Patriots 24-17. Coming up tonight on AM 1230, it's the Saints and the Steelers Monday Night Football right here on AM 1230. And in other news in the world of football, high school football, Granite Hills dominated Central 34-6 Thursday night in a game you heard on our KXO YouTube channel and AM 1230. Imperial blanked Palo Verde 14-0. La Quinta shut out Southwest 35-0. Holtville over Calexico 28-13. Brawley beat up on University City 33-7. Vincent Memorial rolled. They topped Mountain Empire 42-0. And Southwest San Diego 21, Calipatria 14.
Pioneers Memorial Healthcare District, ready to serve you and your family for all of your healthcare needs. Let our team of dedicated physicians guide you on your journey to better health. Pioneers is a recognized leader in healthcare and has more than 10 health centers and clinics throughout the Imperial Valley. When the need arises, don't hesitate to come and see us. We have services and locations in Calexico and Raleigh, and of course, our award-winning hospital, Pioneers Memorial. For more information on all Pioneer services, visit www.pmhd.org today.
Major League Baseball action yesterday. The Padres beat up on the Athletics 10-1. Juan Soto with 2 home runs, including a grand slam. The Dodgers dumped the Mariners 6-1. Diamondbacks beat up on the Cubs 6-2. Tigers topped the Angels 5-3. Giants nipped the Rockies 11-10. Cardinals edged the Phillies 6-5. Nationals prevailed. They beat the Brewers 2-1 in 11 innings. Twins shut out the White Sox 4-0. Went 11 innings before the Orioles edged the Rays 5-4. Pirates nipped the Yankees 3-2. Same score, Blue Jays over the Red Sox 3-2. Marlins powered up and topped the Braves 16-2. Mets 8, Reds 4. Guardians rolled. They beat the Rangers 9-2. And the Astros over the Royals 7-1. And Denny Hamlin won at Bristol. Reigning champ Joey Logano eliminated from the playoffs. And the Tampa Bay Rays are expected to announce the completion of a deal for a new stadium in St. Petersburg, Florida. The construction of the 30,000-seat domed stadium, set to open in 2028, is estimated to cost over $1.2 billion. And it ends speculations the Rays may relocate. And number 13, Alabama, is out of the top 10 of the Associated Press college football ratings for the first time in 8 years. Georgia remains number 1, followed by Michigan, Texas, Florida State, USC, Ohio State, Penn State, Washington, Notre Dame, and Oregon. Yeah, Alabama number 13. That's it for Sports Time. Brought to you this morning by Pioneers Memorial Healthcare District. Log on to pmhd.org for more information about Pioneers.
Since 1901, Imperial Printers Rocket Copy has provided the finest printing and copying services from start to finish. When you choose Imperial Printers Rocket Copy, you can feel confident in our expertise and personal attention to your project. We have a team of professional graphic designers ready to take your ideas and make them a reality. From promotional merchandise, full-color brochures, blueprints, and high-speed copies to business forms and everything else in between, Imperial Printers Rocket Copy offers dependable and affordable quality printing. Thank you for choosing locally owned and operated Imperial Printers Rocket Copy. We have convenient locations near you at 430 West Main Street and 100 South 11th Street in El Centro and 184 South Plaza in Brawley.
Financial news and a brief look at the weather, brought to you by Southwest Security, a locally owned company protecting you and your property. Southwest Security also offering live scan fingerprinting to the public. But typically in the fall, gas prices fall as summer driving season comes to a close. But gasoline prices are getting more expensive and are just pennies away from their highest level so far this year. That's because aggressive oil supply cuts in Saudi Arabia and Russia and deadly flooding in Libya have sent crude prices on a tear. Oil prices at a 10-month high Friday and are on pace to hit their largest quarterly increase since Russia invaded Ukraine in the beginning of 2022. And a cyber attack at Clorox is causing wide-scale disruption of the company's operations, hampering its ability to make its cleaning materials available. Clorox said some of its products are now in short supply, as it has struggled to meet consumer demand during the disruption. Clorox didn't specify which of its products are affected. The company said today, in a regulatory filing, that it detected unauthorized activity in some of its information technology systems in August. Clorox said it immediately took action to stop the attack, including reducing its operation. It now believes the attack has been contained. On the big board, mixed right now, the Dow up 20 points at 34,638. The S&P 500 up 4.5 at 44.54. The NASDAQ down 7 points at 13,701. Gold up $1.80 an ounce. Oil up $1.16 a barrel.
Hi, this is Jason Jackson, owner of Southwest Security. 2 years ago, I opened Southwest Postal, offering you 24-hour access 365 days a year. So if you're tired of dealing with the inconvenience of our post office hours and you would like to be able to get your mail when you want, Saturdays, Sundays, holidays, in the middle of the night, then come visit us at Southwest Postal with 24-hour staff. Plus, we're also your local FedEx, DHL, and Postal Service Center. We even offer text message and email notification when you receive your mail. Southwest Postal at the corner of 4th and Heil in El Centro.
Sunny today with a high near 98. Southwest wind about 5 miles an hour, becoming northwest this afternoon. Tonight clear with a low around 71. West wind 5 to 10 miles an hour, becoming east after midnight. Winds could gust as high as 20 miles an hour. Tomorrow sunny with a high near 97. Southeast wind 5 to 10 miles an hour, becoming northwest in the afternoon. And right now, downtown, 76 degrees, 45% our relative humidity, wind out of the northwest at about 3 miles per hour. Financial news and a brief look at the weather brought to you by Southwest Security Services, offering 24-hour-a-day post office boxes at Southwest Postal at 4th and Heil in El Centro. CBS News coming up. After the news, we'll be back with more of the best oldies on the radio as we keep you entertained and we keep you informed.
The best oldies on the radio. KXO, El Centro, the Imperial Valley's.
This is CBS News on the Hour, presented by Indeed.com.
I'm Peter King. 5 Americans have just arrived in Doha hours after the Iranian government released them. The U.S. part of that deal includes the release of 5 Iranians being held here and the freeing up of some $6 billion in Iranian assets. It's Chief Foreign Correspondent Margaret Brennan.
The 5 Americans and 2 of their family members left Tehran on a Qatari plane, headed for Doha, and that is where they will finally be in U.S. custody. That is where they'll be on the tarmac for about an hour, according to what sources familiar have told me. They will be given cell phones that are U.S. government owned to be able to call their family members, and they will finally be free.
In a written statement, President Biden says he's thankful for their release while demanding accountability for Bob Levinson, a retired FBI agent last seen in Iran in 2007. The president's son, Hunter, is suing the IRS, saying the 2 agents violated his right to privacy when they went public with tax information as they investigated his case. Day 4 of the UAW strike has business owners near auto plants worried. CBS's Chris Van Cleve spoke with one woman whose restaurant is a favorite hangout for the auto workers.
At Tony M's in Lansing, Michigan, auto workers account for up to 40% of the restaurant's business. Owner Tamara Farrell worries without a deal, the strike could expand to the auto plant down the street.
It's going to be tight, and I think it'll affect my employees first. We'll have to cut back on hours so everybody can make it.
Pennsylvania State Police say they've recaptured all 9 juvenile inmates who escaped from a detention center last night in Morgantown, PA. Here's KYW's Jim Jimenez.
Police say they overtook 2 female staffers, got keys, and left the building. They then slipped out of a weak point of the fencing. They then had to deal with the elements, the rain and cooler temperatures. And close to 6 in the morning, State Police Trooper Dave Bain says 4 of the teens went over to a house about 4 miles away.
Basically banged on the door. They were done. They were tired. They were cold. We
We went there, took them into custody.
Then, close to an hour later, police got a call about a stolen pickup truck in that same area. There was a brief chase, and police eventually arrested the rest of the teens. Tim Jimenez for CBS News, Philadelphia.
Apple's iPhone 15 is out. CBS News tech contributor Ian Scher says there are several innovative new features.
One key feature Apple's introducing with its new software is designed around audio, and in particular making it so that if you're wearing Apple's AirPods Pro headphones, they'll actually detect if you're starting to have a conversation with someone and lower the volume of whatever music or video you're listening to and raise their voices so that you can immediately start talking.
On Wall Street, the Dow is down 8. This is CBS News.
When you think of hiring, think of Indeed. Their end-to-end hiring system helps you attract, interview, and hire candidates all in the same place. Visit Indeed.com/credit.
Did you know that feeling sluggish or weighed down could be signs that your digestive system isn't working at its best? But taking Metamucil every day can help. Metamucil supports your daily digestive health using a special plant-based fiber called psyllium. Psyllium works by forming a gel in your digestive system to trap and remove the waste that weighs you down. Metamucil's gelling action also helps to promote heart health and slows down sugar absorption to promote healthy blood sugar levels. Start feeling lighter and more energetic by taking Metamucil every day.
Every piece of land has a story. Some right there is behind the wheel of a John Deere 1 Series tractor, like the Upshaws.
This is my tractor Penny. It's all about attention to detail.
But the Nelsons love cruising around their expansive Montana ranch in their John Deere Gator UV.
We've been here since 1868.
While the Caggianos drive a John Deere zero-turn mower to keep their Long Island brewery looking sharp.
Don't call me, don't bother me. I'm going out to mow for a couple hours.
Run with us and start telling your story. Learn more at johndeere.com/radio.
An actor's brand is in serious trouble after several women accused him of sexually assaulting them.
It'd be very nice to meet you one day, Mr. Jimmy Savile, just, you know.
You've got a sister.
This is Russell Brand interviewing the late Jimmy Savile, later exposed as a serial pedophile on BBC Radio. Brand then suggested his assistant, whom he named, was available for sexual favors.
Nobody seems to have stepped in at any time to say enough is enough, and the results are plain for all to see.
Former BBC executive Lorraine Hegasey. Brand insists all his encounters and relationships have been consensual, but more women have now come forward to dispute that. Vicky Barker, CBS News, London.
The new coach of the NHL Columbus Blue Jackets is out before even coaching a game. Mike Babcock quit, after players said he crossed the line by asking to see their smartphone pictures. He says he just wanted to bond by sharing family photos, including his. Peter King, CBS News.
Carroll Buckley.
Everybody's talking about you.
Carroll Buckley.
You're the talk of the town.